No,
I
Rave
don't
knows
read that.
It's Rave.
But
is
Jamie is Sprinkle, and the only one that speaks Furbish is Rave.
Yeah. I know, but Jamie as a person speaks Furbish.
Jamie the person is not in Faerun right now. Looking at this
it
map.
was worth a shot.
There's also no writing on it for anyone to read. Hello, friends. It's Thursday again. That's us. Welcome to Super Art Fantasy. Let's just get going with Aaron's recap, aka diary entry.
All right, here we go. Dear diary, I am processing so many emotions right now. Relief that we got out safely from Prince Njede's palace without getting caught. Curiosity about the unreadable parts of this magical journal that we are removed from those pharmacies. Fear from the fallout that's bound to occur when Njede wakes up from his Baroness von Cream-induced nap. Confusion as to why Charm City Shinobi was working with an opposing team to get the same journal. Hopefully he also got away safely and we'll be able to regroup at some point. I have no idea what happened in that building other than Sprinkle, Wisteria, and I fighting an animated carpet in the library while trying to find the journal. We found a key under the carpet, but Sprinkle also saw Peaches and Cream through the library keyhole, leaving the building. So we decided to head out as well. I think I really impressed Prince Njede's guards with the formality of my departure. Anyway, maybe we can get this journal in front of Shinobi before we have to hand it back over to the bigger Prince Argonet to see if he can parse any of this tricky stuff in the back. From what we can tell, the journal belonged to the original Manchun, so it might have some really important details that will help our mission. Wish us luck. XOXOXO.
Did you leave a little kiss mark on your journal as you kissed it goodbye?
Less that and more like a hand-drawn heart, that kind of stuff. I do doodle in the margins for sure.
All right, so yes, you have successfully acquired the Ancient Wizard's Journal from Merchant Prince Njede. Acquired. And Marty and Titanium have gotten a preview of said journal and then shared it. They inferred that the journal must have belonged to Manchun, the original, or potentially through that his clone. And by the time you have, by the time you have finished purloining the journal and leaving the scene of the crime.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We committed so many crimes. We've committed a lot of crimes, as any good D&D group does. But I think that was our highest crime to minute concentration ratio. Yet.
That was a heist. So after you had fled the scene of the crime, by the time you were done, interesting to note, Red Aaron, thank you for letting us know. I don't know how to fix it.
I got it. Sorry.
Thank you, Dan, for being smart.
Doing literally everything.
Dad.
Producer
Dan. You will not believe the amazing thing that happened today. Dan didn't know something in our staff chat. I was so excited.
It was one thing. Okay. Where are we? Oh yes, what I was saying was by the time you left the scene, the zombie problem has subsided and the gates are now open. I could not remember because I didn't leave a note for myself, like a big dum-dum. Aaron and Dan, in your telepathic communication, did you decide to meet up somewhere or no? I can't remember if you did or not. And I didn't watch the video.
My recollection is that Shinobi had to meet up with those teams to reconcile stuff with them.
Yeah.
And did do that. So I don't know that we had the chance to regroup since that.
No, I think I basically said I was going to maintain cover and just kind of assumed that we would reconvene somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe that's a generous assumption.
All right. So that means that Shinobi will, by the time has left the scene, will have joined back with the group for Beggar Prince Fremen, the rival prince. And or I guess we'll head back to the Astral Mist because that's where they're going to go. And then the rest of you, you have to decide where you want to go right now. You have the journal. You have fled the scene of the crime, and you know that you're supposed to return this to Beggar Prince Argonet. What would you like to do?
Maybe we should see if there's anybody who could identify the language.
Yeah, that's what I think is our best solution. It's fascinating that, like, well, actually, collectively, what languages do we speak as the group? Like, what are we all covering?
I only have like Earth Prime stuff because that's what it was when we started. So
you could pick a
high school
Faerun one.
Spanish.
you can say you can pick high school, you know, whatever. Pick a Faerun one and call it high school that.
While she's thinking, do we have? I'm assuming Aaron is, but is anybody else lawful good?
I'm chaotic good, if that counts for anything.
Neutral good.
Okay.
Sprinkle is neutral good.
I'm just wondering with all that's happening, how people's alignments and characters are sitting with what we've been doing.
Yeah.
So let's go. We can start with the where are I? So let's see. Rave knows common Furbish, which I think has been put as Wook in the language, but it's Furbish, and then Elven. Let's see. Marty knows
Common, probably.
Marty knows Common and Elvish, and Thieves can't.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's right. Makes sense for him to know that. Has he ever used that ever?
No. He's also never used his flame tongue dagger.
Just
He's used his dagger venom maybe
checking.
3 times.
Just thought I would clear the air and make it clear for our dear viewers and for our dear on-demand viewers what Marty Day has and has not used in his wonderful toolkit of magical.
He's doing really good without the stuff, though.
There was one time.
That's the best part is that he's nailing it, but without, like, aren't rogues supposed to be the toolkit class? Like you're like
They're
50,
pretty.
He has
darn
absolutely. He's nailed disguise kits and he has nailed lock picking, like thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Remember, he talked himself into that backstage area in Waterdeep, got into like a person's dressing room, and had to like do so many like persuasion deception checks. I was like, all right. And he just pretended he was part of the
I do
tech
have to
crew.
say that is a more Marty core rogue,
Mhm.
so can't complain.
Yeah, and he frequently impersonates Ross. It's great.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh gosh.
right.
Oh gosh.
So
Hardest bit of tonight is gonna have no Marty to do that bit with. Like, what's your name? Ross Nover.
Mm-hmm.
We won't see that. It's so sad.
All right. So those are our friends who are currently not here's language speaking skills. And Aaron, have you picked one that you want?
I guess I should have been thinking about that. I got way hyper distracted about thinking about how I think there was one time where half the party was off, so we were like meat puppeting most everyone. And
Yeah.
so through that, I had Marty read some Thieves' Cant stuff in the Vipers area.
Oh yeah.
But then I didn't even decide to bring that up. But it was in my head for literally the whole entire time everybody was talking. So anyway, what would be most logical?
It doesn't have to be logical. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Heart
if you want,
desire.
if you want the most
Celestial.
logical,
All right.
if you want the most logical option, wouldn't you go with Vulcan?
Oh God. Okay.
Boo.
All right.
I can't believe it took that long.
It took that long.
It didn't
took
take that long for me. I was just like,
I knew they were gonna catch on.
so Celestial it is. All right.
That does seem very Aaron.
So
Corbin.
Red
That's very
Aaron
real.
knows high school Celestial.
Love this visual
But,
image of Red Aaron
languages.
talking to like this celestial being in very broken Celestial.
Yeah. So,
Where is the bathroom?
Yeah, where
Thank
is
you.
the heavenly
Where
bathroom?
is the library?
Yeah, Nicole.
Oh man.
It's written down. I don't know what I speak.
This is a radiant
I
path.
think I have them written down. So just
At
give me
least
like 2
at least
seconds.
Elvish, because you are an Eladrin.
Yes.
So
Yeah, we
common
have a lot of
Elvish.
Elvish. I think I
Um,
have Common and Infernal, and then
I think that's all you have.
yeah.
Yeah, unless you
let's-
have a
Mate.
something that gave you an extra language, you probably have two.
No. Well, I have something that has gives it to me temporarily. I have the Potion of Comprehension, but I am not planning on using it right now.
Well, I
Especially
guess
because
I'm hoping that Shinobi has something like that just naturally. I have no idea though. I haven't asked him.
I think we do have a comprehension spell somewhere on the team, but I don't heck
I
know
do.
where.
But I'm not
And
there.
it's definitely
And I normally
Uh,
speak Common, Elven, and Undercommon, for the record.
You know Undertongue? Ooh.
I swore I had something to do with.
I don't have your why don't I have your character sheet? I thought I did.
Weird.
How bizarre.
How
I don't know.
bizarre.
I don't know
That's
where.
how bizarre.
No, I know I speak common. I know I speak. I mean, I'm an elf, so I'm guessing I speak Elvish. Or
You're an Eladrin.
I'm an Eladrin.
Mhm. So yeah, you speak Elvish. You might also speak Sylvan, but I'm not sure.
I thought that we had something to do with, and I don't know if it's celestial, but it was with
It was Celestial because you're an Olympian.
That's why. Okay.
Mhm.
Sprinkle speaks Halfling, Common, Draconic, and Dwarvish.
Sweet.
That's so weird because we built your character sheet together. How bizarre. Yes. So Wisteria does that reminds me of it. So Wisteria does speak Celestial because she is in a weird way technically a Celestial.
Wait, who is?
Wisteria because
Me.
she's an Olympian.
Oh, okay. I guess I was picturing you being like Sylvan in nature.
She's a
We went
Go
back and
ahead.
forth on that. Like we were trying to decide like the class I picked and the way we're doing it fit more of what my character is more than being Sylvan, like because I get to
Sure.
change the seasons and it felt more like a godly kind of creature with the
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So the that is an avocado. that means nothing to anybody except for the people playing this game.
I
And
enjoy that. So.
Wow.
That is an avocado.
it is an avocado.
I missed
Um,
it.
All right, so I think we have a lot of languages covered. Yeah, so of the languages you all know, you do not know how to read parts of this journal. Let me write down stuff so that I actually remember everything. That'd be great, wouldn't it, Colleen?
Oops.
All right, so we have a bunch of Elvish, Infernal, Celestial, Draconic.
Aaron, did you put down Russian?
I was gonna say,
I was just now going in to edit it, and then it just like clicked through.
In
Ignore
Faerun,
all that.
what is the language of communism in Faerun? Is that like a question we can ask and answer?
Bling,
It's gotta exist somewhere.
Furbish, except she's not here right now, so you don't have Furbish currently. All right,
I'm gonna throw
so
this up on the
of
screen
these,
while we're talking about languages.
yeah,
Mm, mm, mm.
Are you
Colin, you
throwing
want
up
to talk
the
about the other one of the things we're gonna do tonight?
oh yeah, let's do that while you all think about what you want to do with your lives. So
Why did you say that with the same cadence as a high school English teacher?
Or is it disapproving parent?
We're just going to focus on something else today, class, while you all get your act together.
get your shit together, man. All right, we are now the greatest live art D&D stream in the known universe because now we have art stuff.
Yeah.
Live art stuff. So our lovely friend Jamie is our live doodler tonight, and is going to be drawing while we play. Yay! Isn't that fun and new?
Innovation, my friends.
I don't see it on the Twitch, but that's okay. I don't know
And I
where
see a
it
big
is.
white box. Is Jamie
Yeah.
drawing
I think
in the
that's
big
the
white
chat.
box?
I think that's for the chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, haha, you know what?
I think that one's for our roles, but we also have
There we go.
Producer Dan's doing it.
Sorry.
We-
Remembering how to work OBS.
Very shortly.
We saw-
I'm still behind. I don't see it.
That's okay. You
great.
speak Pikachu. All
that
right.
was a very
Yes.
smooth transition, I must say.
I see it now. Yay.
It's so fat. I'm so glad.
Yeah, I gotta do a chubby
Aw.
Pikachu.
OG Pikachu.
Hello. Where am I going? My name is Colleen, and none of you speak the language.
Okay.
So,
You don't know that.
It's like,
Real
I think
soft
as the
threat.
DM, she explicitly knows that.
yes.
threat.
You all look at
You're
me
not my
and
mom.
you're like,
You don't know
you're
me.
like, man, none of this makes sense. I don't know how to read this. And that's where you're at. So either you need to
Oh,
do stuff or do stuff.
Okay, so I think. Ugh. All right, I don't know, guys. I don't know where Charm City Shinobi is, but I feel like out of all of us, he's gonna be the best one to work with this book. And I can send a message to him, but I gotta rest for quite a long while before I can
Yeah,
do
where
that.
the hell is Dan? What do we do with him? Where'd he fuck off to?
That's a real good question.
Like, how much do you
Also, I
need
don't
to
think-
rest to
wait.
recover?
Did I ever see your crew at any point, Dan? Like, did I ever see you at any point during my end of the shenanigans? Actually, I don't think I
No.
did.
No, because you were in the
Yeah.
sauna and then you went to the bedroom.
Yeah, that's it. I had no reason to see you.
You have no idea that he was there.
Yeah.
Unless
I'm
they
just like,
told
why
you,
why is Aaron so confused about this? Why are you so upset about this?
yeah,
Um,
unless
You know,
they
you
shared
stop
with
doing
you.
shinobi things. Aren't that what is don't shinobi? I don't know. Aren't shinobi supposed to disappear or something? That's like what they do, you know, ninja shit.
You make a good point.
I can't remember if I said anything about Cadiz to you, Aaron.
Um,
Because I caught.
how exactly did I? Let me see if I put
well,
it.
you had sending, and I also had message. I used message when we were in the same room.
Right.
I have that as a cantrip, so I was using that, but I can't remember what I conveyed to you.
I feel like you conveyed like going to maintain
Cover.
my undercoverness.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ever actually knew what that meant.
You did no, it was clear that Shinobi is working for Beggar Prince Fremen. Like I remember
Right.
that was exchanged.
But it wasn't clear how I got that job.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think it was ever communicated that you had gone back to the Astral Mist or who the other folks.
Yeah.
How you had those contacts.
Well, how about this? I'll let you 3 or 4 think about it, and we'll go to Dan.
Okay.
So, Shinobi, you and Fremen's group, with the exception of one who got caught, I believe.
Yep.
Yes.
It was
I believe it was Gladys, right?
No, it was Yuri.
No, it was Yuri.
It was Yuri.
I just looked at my notes.
Yep.
Yeah, so with the exception of Yuri, everybody has made it out fine.
I had asked Avita if they were gonna go back or not, and she said, "Nope." He made the mistake. So.
Yep. Yeah, he Avita, this is not how it rolls in Beggar Prince Fremen's group. So you all go back to the Astromist to, kind of keep a low profile, because it's there and you don't have to go halfway through the city to like go through a gate when there are guards about. Doesn't seem like the best of ideas, especially because they are not quite Black Network people. They're crime adjacent.
Crime adjacent's fun.
That's a good alignment. Actually, that's also Aaron's alignment.
Just by being in the party.
Adjacent.
She's in our party, therefore
mine
she's
is
crime.
literally like the only way I could better play my alignment is to just withdraw from everybody else in the party for the rest of my life. So I'm sort of just
I think we've gone. Red Aaron is so innocent and gullible that she doesn't really truly realize, or has done a lot of justifying in herself and repressing, that she doesn't realize that she is in fact a mercenary pirate.
like, yeah, I definitely think there was a lot of naivety in Waterdeep. And then the longer we were on the pirate ship, the more it started warping into like repression and just like willful ignorance.
All right, so at the Astromist, Cadiz is going to be like, there's only there's one less of you. Seems like that didn't go well.
Wait, is Shinobi dead?
You aren't there.
Nope.
This is where Shinobi is.
This is where
never
Shinobi
mind.
is. Yeah, you all are thinking about what you want to do with the journal. I believe Jamie put some stuff in the chat, so check that. Our internal chat.
Yeah, in
So again, now seems like things didn't go well.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of stuff going on, and next thing you know, what was his name? Beggar Prince
And Jedi.
and Jedi. Thank you.
Well, he's a merchant prince.
Or sorry, Merchant Prince. Merchant Prince and Jedi showed up,
Yeah.
and he managed to grab Yuri, and I was asking if we should go back for him, but apparently that's not how they roll here. So I don't know what's
No,
gonna happen.
he got caught. Is what it is. Zavita speaking. She's gonna look at you and be like, what happened up there? I mean, we were, I was keeping an eye on things. These two were creating distractions for the guards at the front door. What happened up there?
We grabbed a Harper agent, and he said he was gonna, we basically gave him a choice, either his life or give us some information. So we found out where we think the book was, but it had a magical lock on it. So the Harper agent told us where the key was. We made it look like he resisted just to kind of be square with him, but now I'm thinking that he double crossed us. Because next thing we know, guards are coming upstairs and there's some kind of commotion. Yuri got grabbed. Um, we found, like, we were in the library looking for that key. We found some courtesans, but then it all all went crazy.
Gladys is going to be like, yeah, there were some just random courtesan people in the library. It was super odd. And I agree. I think that Harper agent double crossed us. Shinobi, did you get a name off that guy?
No, I did not. No, I didn't ask for information on him.
Yeah, I didn't get a name either. I wonder if Yuri did. Well, doesn't matter now. But we know that Harper agent's there, which is helpful. Cadiz is going to be like, those Harpers always poking their nose where they shouldn't be. Do you think the book made its way out of the building? Do you think it's still there?
I don't know how it would have. Like I said, last thing we saw was the guards. Yuri got grabbed in the bedroom. Assuming it was even in there. That's I don't know where else it would have been. I don't think they would have been foolish enough to put in the library unguarded. And now I have to wonder if it's going to be even harder to grab. If they assume, if the Harper agent told them that's what we were looking for, then it might be even harder to grab now.
Evita's going to be like, that's a really good point. Ah, crap. Well, I'm going to take the guys. We're going to go deal with Fremen. And she's going to be like, you did good, Shinobi. You were good to work with. We need another, one in our group. We might come back here. But good work with you. So she's going to leave. They're going to go deal with Beggar Prince Fremen. It might not go well, but Shinobi, your cover is good. So you are at the Astromist and they're just hanging out. You can do what you want there. You can stay there or you can go somewhere else. Whatever you want to do. The zombie problem's done, so you could go back to the Weir house if you wanted.
I would probably stay put. Knowing that the zombie problem is done, I would assume that since this was kind of our pseudo base of operations, that the party would eventually return here.
Okay. All right. Back to your group. Have you decided what to do?
Well, my vote, though I will be happy to hear what anybody else has to say, would be to not go back to the Beggar Prince quite yet.
Yep.
Spend a night somewhere. And then use some spells to find shinobi in the morning. What time is it now, Colleen?
It was afternoon when all that went down. You had dinner, so I would say this is probably early morning, like real early morning. You were shenaniganing late at night, essentially.
Okay, gotcha.
You were nighttime friends.
So yeah, like well, I mean, I guess given that that's the case, I'm also really tired. So but if you guys want to do something else.
Well, I think that we should do our due diligence to like figure out what this book is, because although this prince wants it and we have it to give to him, I still am suspicious of just like handing this over to just some other person in power. So I think we should figure out how to decode it. Now, whether we do that by just our own investigation or if you want to wait for this shinobi fellow.
Oh, Colleen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can we sorry, I guess I should have asked this earlier. Can we have ensured that extra was necromancer guy that was with us like isn't hearing this?
Oh no, he's definitely with you guys.
Is he still in the ridiculous? I forget what exactly the ridiculous outfit we gave him was, but is he still in the ridiculous prostitute wrangler outfit?
No, you all dropped your stuff and he's back in.
Oh, I'm no longer Brenda.
You're no longer Brenda. So he's back in his super goth necromancer outfit. So yeah, Alpheus has just been like quiet like the grave. Like he is just listening to you all.
Okay, and so I'm gonna like be talking and then like mid-sentence look over at him and just be like, okay, I mean, you get how we should probably we fully intend to give the book to the beggar prince.
Not
but
even
we
there,
just
and
want
you're
to make
still blowing
sure
up my spot.
So you're okay with that, right, Elpheus?
I mean, not really. I would definitely prefer to bring it back to my employer. He would also gladly give you a place to sleep if you're so tired.
That sounds like a good deal.
Yeah,
But then we'd have to give up the book right away. But then we'd have to give up the book right away.
Well, I mean, we just were tasked with getting it.
You don't know if you have to give the book right away. I mean, he's probably going to want to take it. That's what he sent you for. But
also he only sent us for it so that Jedi wouldn't have it. He doesn't actually want the book.
that
Jedi
is
does
true.
not have it.
We can just say something like we burned it or Titanium ate it and be like, and now Jedi doesn't have it anymore.
I'm not going to go along with that, but I will say the main goal of Beggar Prince Argonet is to stick it to Fremen, and we all really just want to stick it to Fremen. He's the worst.
Agreed. I was genuinely thinking that because he had that view, we could probably take it to him and just ask if he has recommendations on people who he might think be translators. We are in his employment. He may be more likely to assist us in our quest because of this.
Okay.
Like, I know we're kind of iffy, but like, if he sent us to do it and we did it, like, I feel like that could be part of our payment for doing this thing is like, can we use this to further our personal,
Sure,
mission.
sure.
I don't see a
Also, just to add, Rajit's status is on the line.
Right. Well, no, like I said, we definitely intend to give him the book.
Mhm.
It's just a question of whether we do that now or 8 hours from now.
What are we gonna? Okay. Here, let's put it another way. What the hell are we gonna be able to do with the book when we can't read shit and we've already gotten all the context clues we can out of it? Like, that's an honest question.
Shinobi. Regroup with Shinobi and have him look at it.
So where is Shinobi? Did he die?
I don't know where he is, but I could send a message to him in 8 hours.
Oh,
But I'm like Wisteria made good points. We can go back. Maybe we can just be totally upfront with Prince Argonet about what this journal now means to us now that we know what it's of. And
I mean, okay, so I guess when we put it this way to the prince, that us holding on to the book longer is of service to the greater good. I mean, that sounds like something a cool dude would agree to. And if he's not a cool enough dude to agree with it, I can punch him.
okay.
Punching is a solution.
Well,
Literally.
I mean, I don't want you to punch him, but I
Literally,
appreciate-
just face palms. Just,
Alpheus, we don't want to really punch anybody.
mhm.
I do.
Oh, please don't judge me. I really don't know these people.
That's fine.
Sprinkle, you'll come
Well.
back with us though, right?
I guess so. I mean,
Oh boy.
if there's
okay.
money involved.
All right. So I'm guessing that you're going to go back to Argonet's ziggurat. So you
Lead the way, Alpheus, and then we all just walk much slower than Alpheus until we're like suddenly not with them anymore. No, I'm kidding.
Alpheus is gonna look back because Aaron is being very suspicious.
No, I'm
Just-
totally joking. We're following.
Aaron is walking. Red Aaron is walking oddly, and Alpheus is like, this person's just very bizarre. Having seen your very formal leaving Prince and Jenny's mansion. All right. So he, instead of taking you through that secret tunnel that Rajit had taken you through, you are going through the main entrance. Alpheus is just like walking by the guards. They're like, yeah, that's cool. That's Alpheus. And you go, instead of up a bunch of levels inside, you go up that big, long staircase on the very side of the ziggurat that goes all the way up to the top level.
Ooh, neat.
So you're going up a lot of stairs, just an FYI. Yeah, huffing and puffing if that's your thing. And when you get up there, you go into the same open room that you had met Prince Argonet before. Except this time, Rajit is like sitting on a cushion, like extremely nervous, still in the same clothes he was in yesterday. Just like, oh God. Like, you can see that he is like near shaking, just like wide-eyed, like, oh God, I've been here for a while. And Prince Argonet, he stands up and he's like, friends, you're back. Were you successful? I mean, it seems like you were successful. You're coming back, and you don't seem defeated or scared.
I'm pretty scared.
Alpheus, your
But
friend.
that's also, I think your demeanor in general is like nervous enough that Argonet wouldn't like look at you.
I feel like
Be
that's
like,
just the
"That's
natural
weird," or
nervousness,
no.
not a specific nervousness.
Argonet's like, Alpheus, were you any help to them? And Alpheus goes, none at all. And then just walks away.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Thanks, though, Elpheus. Thanks.
Tell him about the
After,
part
like-
where I'll punch him if he's not cool.
Prince Argonet rolls his eyes. This is clearly what Elpheus is like. And he goes, well, were you successful?
I think we were.
Did you get the journal?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Can I see it?
Okay, time out for just a moment. Who heard "May I see it" and immediately wanted to do an elaborate steamed hams?
No.
Aurora Borealis.
Oh God.
Or no, Aurora Borealis or Aurora Borealis, because I don't
Oh,
want to
man.
put Colleen through that. If she doesn't want to tolerate that, as good of a bit as that would have been. But can we just kind of like murmur amongst ourselves? Do we just like show it to him, or are we gonna play coy?
Well, Sprinkle has already said that you had the book. So
Um,
We're having an incredibly long pause after I was like, yeah, I have it. We have it. I don't know which one of
Can
us
I-
has it though.
I see it.
what?
Oh,
we
did
did.
Which one of us
No.
doesn't have it?
I think I know who has it, but I'm not going to say it out loud.
The answer is that
Ditane.
Marty has it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought it was.
I thought
No,
that
Marty, we
Danny
kept
kind
it
of like
in,
opened the
Oh,
the
you're right.
cleave
It's in the
and
boob cleavage.
Yeah.
It's in the boob cleavage.
So we do have it, and we do want to give it to you. But I
Wait,
feel
you have to ask Marty first.
well, like just a heads up though, that we did peek in it, and
well, we didn't.
we did.
I peeked
Well,
in it. I had
I mean,
to look.
we all caught up at the end, didn't we?
Yeah. I looked at it. I know what's inside it, and honestly, the stuff inside of it is stuff that's relevant to us kicking ass in a way that is protective of the greater good. Can someone explain? Aaron, you explain. You're better at diplomacy things, apparently.
Oh, I'm not though. Prince Argonet, do you know who Manchun is?
I have heard he is a old leader of the Gentrim. Died hundreds of years ago.
You know that he's bad news at the very least, right? Like a bad dude who's bad news. Really
Yes.
not. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
Guess what? He's not dead.
clones of him aren't dead, and they're doing bad business these days.
And we don't mean like just Aaron's definition of bad business. We mean like probably potentially world-ending shit. The guy who understands what exactly he's doing isn't here right now.
I thought he was just like a bad manager with bad business.
I mean, well, that too. That's also an event punished. That's also a crime punishable by death and brutality and hellfire and my axe. But the point is that this journal totally belonged to him, and we would like to understand what's in it because we're kind of sort of making sure he doesn't, end the place. Like you like the world, you like sitting on your throne and stuff like that. We're keeping your butt on the throne because man, if we let Manchun keep doing his thing, the world
Their
will
things.
end. He might take your throne. He might put an end to all that is good and brutal.
I
Really
nominate
dire
Titanium to
stuff.
do all the talking from now.
Prince Argonet's gonna be like, okay, I still would like to see the journal to see that you actually got the journal.
That's a very good point.
Can I lead fetching the journal out of Marty? Out of Marty's armor?
No, you have it. It's
Wait, I
between
thought
your
we still said
boobs.
that we put it. No, we didn't put it in my boobs. We put it in Marty's boobs.
Oh,
Usually it was in boobs
now
somewhere.
that Titanium says that, I do think
Yeah, no, because
I remember
it was
laughing
Marty.
at the fact that it was his like
I
fake
am going
cleavage.
to say that I am meat puppeting Marty, that he does a full from his own boobs.
Well, Marty, now satisfied, is like, I got the taco meat.
Mm-hmm.
Which
So
a turn of phrase I still don't understand, and I've never heard a band other
It
than
has to do with the chest hair.
Oh.
yeah. All right. So Prince Argonauts gonna be like, may I look through it?
Yes.
I get your
Are-
business. I just let me look through it.
Yeah, our sole request, I think, is if we could bring in an acquaintance of ours that might be a translator for it.
Oh. And he starts flipping through and it's like, oh yeah.
Oh, that's a promising.
Feels
I
like
don't-
it's suspicious.
Yes, if you think you have a person who could translate the portions of this that I can't read, and I don't believe I know anyone in my acquaintance who can, that would be absolutely fine. I would like to read through this. I don't really care about whatever power. I don't care. I was just doing this to be a dick. I could accomplish that by you accomplishing stealing this. I was able to be a dick to Fremen and subtly to Prince and Jedi, and that makes me laugh.
I left a kiss mark on his cheek. Is that okay? Is that still a dick move?
Oh yeah, that's hilarious. Love it. So flipping.
He's fun.
So when you flipped through, when you first like when you're he's flipping through and you flip through, there were a couple loose leaf papers, one of those of which is one of the things that needs to be translated. There's a couple maps and various things like that. So Prince Argonaut's going to be like, all right, what do you need from me to get this person here?
Can I just run? Red Aaron would, if you're willing, want to run an insight check just while he is skimming through the book to see if his expression ever changes from like casual interest to like, oh shit, now all of a sudden this means something to me. Like I desire this for evil purposes.
Yeah, go ahead. So yes and no. So yes, you see his facial expression change, but no, not for evil purposes. You see when he's flipping through these loose leaf maps that his face changes on one of them.
Okay.
But it doesn't seem nefarious. It's more like a, oh wow, like kind of like, you know, a shock kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can I?
shock's a good word. Yeah.
If I do note that, can I try to just like pinpoint which one, like take note of which map he had been looking at that time for later reference? Okay, cool.
Yes, you can.
Um.
So
what
what
was
would
his
you
question?
need? What would you need from me to get this person here to translate?
Oh, right. So we got separated at one point, and I think I have the ability to get in contact with him magically, but I do not have, I am exhausted magically right now. So if we could just have a place to stay for a little while
But not
if it's-
physically, Aaron. Like you're still ready to go on like that arm wrestle I wanted out of you, right?
I will attempt to arm wrestle you. I
Sweet.
don't know that I've ever arm wrestled in my whole entire life. I can't
Really?
promise a good
Wait, we've been
contest.
traveling this long. And we,
No, now that I think about it, whoa.
All right, so
Weird.
arm wrestling, which I do want to watch. Besides that, are you just saying that you need a place to rest? Totally fine. All right. He motions to one of his guards. Make them up a room. We'll get them some dinner. I am going to hold on to the journal, but you.
But you
Not super hard fantasy without a loud from Pippi.
She wants to like be where the keyboard is, and it's just.
Is that just for cat in the way reasons, or is it like warm or something?
Probably both.
It's getting late at night, and that's when she wants to cuddle, and she wants her midnight snack. And since it was her birthday yesterday, she got a full can of wet food instead of half a can.
Oh, so she thinks she's
So
special.
she's like,
I'm
now
queen.
we're in the
Come over
goods.
here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a full can today. It's like, no, you're back at half a can. You anyway, so he gets you I'm gonna hold on to this, but you can absolutely take a rest. That's fine. Get your person here because I want to know what it says. And he's going to be like, Rajit, you are right. These were the right people to do the job. I think you're going to be up a level. I was just going to not mess with you. But I'm going to bring you up a level and give you a larger shop. And, you know, there's this herbalist I know named Yasmin. She might be worth introducing you to. You keep this up, Rajit. You seem like a smart man.
Did we just hook up his love life?
I flash a quiet side of the horns at Rajit and congratulations.
He's just gonna be like, thank you, Prince Arcanet. Thank you, guys. I knew it. And like he's going to shuffle away, like to go pack up his pottery stuff, and like he's moving on up in the world because he trusted Super Art Fight.
Yay!
Don't get used to that, dear audience.
I feel good about that.
Yeah, no, I'm good. He was a swell dude, and I like it when a Potter moves up in the world.
Yeah.
We don't give Ramesses enough credit.
So support your local pot dealer, as it was.
God damn it.
I didn't come up with that. John and I bought a bird bath on vacation, and the guys at the store were wearing "Support your local pot dealer" shirt, and I was like,
"Oh my god, that's so
perfect.
funny!" I'm actually taking over for a ceramics teacher right now, and I kind of want to see if I can track one of those down and like have that waiting on her desk when it's time for me to hand the reins back to her.
Oh, that's amazing. Man. All right. Well, anyway, Rajit the Potter is having a better life because you all stole a book.
Yeah.
So,
I feel better about our life choices.
That's a good.
You're that kid. Steal from the library. You'll go places.
No, steal from a very rich prince to help a very nice Potter
Hot dealer
looking out for his friends and community, and just wants to find love. So maybe Yasmin will see him for the good guy he is, and they'll have a cute little family. Anyway,
I just want a nice stable life for this dude.
You all have been helping out with people's love lives. I mean, Shai, Poot, and Bart. You got them on their date. Anyway, the guard comes and he takes you all to this very plush room where you can rest for a few hours. And they bring you food in there. There's like, I don't know, various breakfast foods like, eggs and curry and all sorts of stuff like that, that you can nosh on and regain some energy. And Aaron, you can take the amount of hours that you need to
Exactly 8 hours. Immediately after 8 hours, we like slap you awake. It's like, Aaron, calm down. Aaron, calm down.
Get up.
Okay. All right. Sending. And I guess Colleen said it was early in the morning, so I'm guessing this is around maybe like 5 p.m.
It's tea time.
I would say how numbers
or even
were.
or we were even earlier in the morning, maybe.
Yeah. I would say maybe this is around like 1 p.m.
Okay. All right. I'm determining my word count here.
Make
I love it.
you fit, what was it? What did we say? From Love Super Art Fight, the greatest known live art comedy.
You don't even know our
Would-
tagline,
would-
Margaret?
But would twitch.tv/super R fight be considered one word?
Ooh, that's a good
Oh,
question. Is a
Whoa,
URL
you
a
bring up
single
a
word?
very good point.
I will count it as a single word.
There's no spaces in it.
Nope. I just found a loophole.
we just say whatever we want.
All right, so
end in .com or
Hey, this isn't a television show. We don't have to actually like buy the domain.
Mhm.
all right, so I send Shinobi. We are in Prince Argonet's ziggurat with the journal. They will let you in if you come here to look through it. Please, super. And with the intention of saying super art fight, but super is all that Shinobi receives.
Perfect.
I
All
would say
right,
Saf.
Shinobi.
Oh,
you
that would have been a good
receive-
idea.
You receive this message.
Okay. My response is K.
Okay.
Okay.
Just the letter K and a
said-
period. Yep.
He said, "Hey." I wish he had said like when to expect him or that, something like that, more detailed. But okay.
I feel like that fits for Dan.
All right. So Shinobi, what would you be doing around 1 p.m. the next day?
Probably. Well, I probably would have asked Cadiz at some point if he had any sort of books, whether they were spell books or just books for me to look through to pass the time. But seeing as it's like a sauna, I don't know if he would.
Oh, they have books. It
Oh.
might not be.
Don't you
books
want to read
that-
books in the sauna? Isn't
No.
that a thing to do?
Well, there
do
are
in the
people that
sauna?
work. There are
That's
people that
relaxing.
work there. The people that work and live there, and they need entertainment, man. So yes, there are books there, but they are not magic books. They are books on like how to massage, romance novels,
How to massage romance
fiction.
novels.
Yeah.
fiction, maybe some history in there.
I would probably be looking at how-to and history books.
All right. So you're in the middle of reading. Let's do the history of. I'm going to look at a map and pick a place. Yeah, let's do the history of Kalisham. I'm not going to tell you what's in there because I'm literally just picking a place off a map. But that's what you're learning about right now. And while you're reading this book, you get Aaron's message and you respond K. Are you gonna go?
I thought he said, "Hey."
No.
No, just
Both are
Hey.
so
Hey.
like
Hey.
literally
I
the
don't know how to
letter
interpret
K.
that.
sliding into your TMs like
Thought message.
I would probably head out relatively quickly, but I'm trying to think if I would say anything to Cadiz and what I would say. I'd probably just let him know I'm going to go regroup with the rest of the party, and that I would
Okay.
assume we'd be back at some point, but I don't know when that is.
Sure. All right. So you make your way to the ziggurat. The guards know that you are coming. You might want to tell them that who you are. But you get let in. And they will escort you to your friends.
Cool.
The reaction.
Hey.
Dan's solution every single time. Dan's just like, yeah, I guess I'll just heck off and learn things. Always works out for him. And it makes me so mad. We do all this effort to socially engineer, and he's just like, I'll just read a book and everything works out fine. God.
And if someone's doing something bad and he's reading a book, it's like, I couldn't do anything. I was reading a book at a time.
God. Dan's alibi constantly. I was
Plausible
reading.
deniability.
All right. So the guards, now that you're all together, bring you all back to Prince Argan, and he goes, all right, friends, now that you are rested, shall we look at the journal?
Oh.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. 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 It's spent enough time in Marty's boobs to like air out, and I want it to just be dry, and I want to know what it says.
Okay, so
Do we know what language it's in?
No,
none of us
we know
do.
what language is. It's not it.
Did you all ask the beggar prince? Because maybe he might know what language it's in.
he does not know what language it is.
Okay.
What
I mean, there are
languages
parts
do
that we
you
could
speak? Does Shinobi speak?
I can do common, undercommon, and elvish, but I can also cast a ritual to comprehend essentially any language.
Gotcha.
Whoa.
All right, so none of you know this language. The beginning of the text is very old, and it is sort of what you gathered. It is about sort of rising to power, taking over various, like trying to take over in various places to extend reach of power, talking about the Gentarim, like you're like, okay, this is Manchun. You get like the pitfalls of cloning, that kind of thing. But then you get to the back and none of you know the language that this is written in. And then there are maps and diagrams. Again, Sprinkle would recognize the writing on one of the maps, but nothing else.
Is this all? I mean, I know it's a journal, but is this all handwritten? And does it appear to be handwritten by the same person?
Yes, or roughly yes.
Right.
I mean, like, you know, various changes.
Right. That's presumably one author, one source.
Oh, well, if I recognize one of the languages on the map, like, do I like point out? I'm like, oh, I can read this.
Yes. The one of the maps is in Dwarvish. And that I will say,
why doesn't this prince know how to read it then?
He's dwarvish.
One of
Oh, wait. Yeah, never mind.
For the most logical possible reason. If that's the one that he
reacted to.
Yes,
shocked
Aaron.
at.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the, you notice that that's the one he looks shocked at, and now understand that he knows what it says. So no one knows what the rest of this book says, except that Sprinkle knows what the map says. And the map that you can understand has written rough directions on how to get to a city called Crockforge.
How do you spell it?
HRAKFORJ.
Crockforge.
Like that.
Sure. Yeah.
That really does sound dwarvish. That just really is.
So that's the place that you understand, Sprinkle, that it says Crockforge. The rest of it, none of you in this group here can recognize the language. So, Shinobi, you're gonna have to do the thing if you want to do the thing.
Doing the thing. Bam. Basically, for an hour, I can read any language as long as I'm holding the book.
Okay, cool. So, does it tell you what language it is, or you just read it?
Any spoken language, or any written language. Sorry.
I don't think it tells you what it is.
It doesn't.
You
tell
identify
you
it.
Oh no, it does not identify. Nope, I just read. It's like a
Okay,
TARDIS.
you just read it.
It just
Yep.
translates.
Okay. Yep. So, what you get is that on top of building on what was written in the first part, it includes talking about like plans for gaining power in certain places. The Sword Coast, with Waterdeep possibly being a base of operations. There is a rant about Netherese wizards. And then there are rumors about the nine gods in Chult. And then there are 3 loose maps. There's one map that has no writing on it, it's just a map. And then the other map says the lost city of Omu.
How do you spell that?
Lost city of. Oh no.
Omu.
Like the-
OMU.
Okay.
And then the third map is the Rockforge.
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, for a second, I was like the creatures from
There are a couple diagrams in there, but they are not language, but they look like maybe they're codes or ciphers that could be useful for something or not. You don't know. They aren't actual words. They're like pictures and figures.
How zoomed in or focused are these maps? Are these like island? Are they city? Are they footpath maps? And is there any topology or any sort of indication of what kind of environment?
I will show you the one that has no writing whatsoever. Looks like. Oh, Colleen, did I do it wrong? I think I did it wrong, Dan. I want to show to everybody.
Where is it? Which one is it?
I put it in the assets in the picture one. It's map number 3. I think I should have put it in the other place. I should have put it as a handout. Roll 20.
Yeah.
That
My
tone
goodness.
you said that in was just so perfect.
It's so frustrating. My gosh.
I've said it once, but I'll say it again. I think Roll
There you go,
20
guys.
and
There.
Crypt Studio Paint are like
Ooh.
the same energy of like they'll do your taxes and laundry for you, but it's fucking impossible to figure out how.
So this is what one of the maps looks like.
Ooh, mysterious.
This
That'd
one
be
is the one that
mysterious.
has no writing on it whatsoever.
It kind of looks like the door is a guy yelling.
It does kind of look like a guy yelling.
I
see a
he's like
Furby.
reaching out like
Yeah, I was just about to ask, what do you think the thing above the guy yelling looks
No,
like?
it's totally a Furby. Those
Yeah.
are Those are Furby eyes at top, and then its belly, and then its little feet. It's just missing the belly.
Okay, you're right, but that does not mean that we should have known that Jamie should have been able to read it because Furbish.
No,
But-
I
Rave
don't
knows.
read that.
It's Rave.
But
Rave is a Furby.
Jamie is Sprinkle, and the only one that speaks Furbish is Rave.
Yeah.
I know, but Jamie as a person speaks Furbish.
Jamie the person is not in Faerun right now. Looking at this
It
map,
was worth a shot.
there's also no writing on it for anyone to read.
I love how you guys are arguing with me when I clearly made a joke for the sake of ribbing you guys, and you're like, no, we have to consider the actual mechanics of this. When I'm just trying to take a dig at the fact that my friends like Furbies. I have multiple friends who likes Furbies.
Do you want me to get my
Like
Furbies?
Is that not punishment enough?
I can get my Furbies for the
No
stream.
need.
No,
No need.
I drew
No,
a Furby
no,
in the
sure.
stream.
As long as we don't have a long
No
Furby,
need, no need.
whatever.
We do not need the Furby.
There's a
Okay.
secret Furby in the stream right now.
Oh, okay.
I see it.
Anyway, so that's what one of the maps looks like. So there's no writing on it. It's just the building and the basic map. The other maps
Already
are
trying to
like
figure
that.
this maze out.
No,
La-di-da, Shinobi.
I have to-
Doing your PhD.
I have to sit here and trace the map.
It's a compulsion.
I can't leave something unanswered.
Oh my goodness.
I had a question. Oh, I seem to recall from the last session that Titanium had also recognized a map that had a river on it because it had like water symbols. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
yeah,
ways of
I
navigating on
remember.
water.
no, I said that you
I
could.
understood. I could
That
understand
it was-
that it was water, but I didn't
Yes.
know anything about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. The other map that I made is crude AF.
What would happen? And the last one for the pirate town was lewd AF. Because all the balls we kept finding.
That's this one. That's the Chult one.
Wait, that was, man. I am having trouble remembering my sessions. But that's fine.
Colleen, should I
time
show
is
the
a-
other map?
Yeah, I just don't know how to do it. There's 3 maps, but I ran out of time on drawing, as you can tell.
But no, it still looks so good.
There is a river that got started and kind of ended. But I will have it done for next week. I still have the other map to do, but I was on vacation and I decided
Yeah,
I
you're
didn't
supposed
want
to fuck off during vacation.
I'm proud
So I
that you
got
have
back-
this much for us.
I got back and I was like, ah, shit.
These cliffs look awesome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I like how it's all inset. Yeah.
I spent a lot of time on the cliffs. Anyway, so
Appreciate it.
that's like the sort of look that the maps are. They're not like battle maps. They're just like, here's thing.
Natural.
So that is what you glean from this shinobi.
Okay. I would basically relay it to both. What's his name? Argonaut.
Prince Argonaut.
Argonaut. Yeah, and the party. Just saying. Yeah, I mean, it seems as Marty and Titanium suspected that this is Manchun's journal, and it seems to be him establishing his points. Probably those terrariums that we saw, since one seems to indicate water deep. Perhaps one is here in Chult. He was talking about the 9 gods in Chult, and then we also have that desert location. So maybe these hide cliff sides are the desert location.
That is good.
You are telling that it's a rant about Netherese wizards, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
And Argonaut said you you saw a desert location. Well, Netheril is a desert.
Huh?
I think that was
So
pointed out to us when we set out on the seas. That they were describing.
Oh.
We told them we wanted to come to Chult, but I think we were informed as to some of the other possible locations. Because we dealt with one of Manchurian's clones in Waterdeep, and we saw two potential, not so much locations, but ecosystems. One was a jungle, which implied Chult, and the other one was a desert. But we were not aware of, or we I think, what was the open lord's name?
Silverhand?
Silverhand.
Or
yeah.
are you talking about Blackhand or Black Staff Shafar?
That was
I
the
can't
leader
remember
of the school.
who was telling
Yeah.
us about them. Yeah, I can't remember who was telling us about the possible
I
locations.
think it was Black Staff.
Okay. I know that we told they saw and we discussed the possible locations, but we chose Chult first because it was closer.
Well, and obvious.
There's a couple. I think there's a couple different desert locations.
There are a couple different deserts. Only one jungle.
One jungle. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So he does say Netheril is a desert, and there's a lot of magic there.
What
the rant is like they won't share. They're teaming up with this other person or this other like group of wizards. Like they're not letting me into their like gang kind of
So funny,
sort of
like
rants. Like
angry.
what you're getting from your reading is that he is just salty that these guys don't want to be his friend.
Okay, so he's a little bitch, I see.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask something and I forgot because
my question was going to be what's the rant about, but you literally just answered that.
I was gonna ask Argonaut, is there a pantheon here in Chult? Is this just like legend? Is there just like who are these 9 gods? Do you have any idea about that?
There's a lot of gods that are worshipped here, but the lost city of Omu, I've only ever heard rumors. I don't know. A lot of explorers like to go off and try to find it. There are multiple temples to gods that are supposed to be there that are like full of riches, but it's lost. Like people don't know where it is. They go looking for it and then never come back.
So it's here on the island?
Yes.
Allegedly.
But people go looking for it, and the Omu is a trickster. So
it's like a singular entity. Is it one of the gods?
I think so. I don't know. But from what I've heard, the types of gods that are worshipped, especially like by the native Chultans that are not dwarves, they believe in more trickstery type gods.
Colleen, of the 3 maps, we've got the Lost City of Omu, the Rockforge, and No Writing. Which one correlates to which maps that we were shown? So like the maze one, is that the one with no writing, or is that the Lost City? Or
that's the one with the maze one is the one with no writing.
Okay.
The one that I am not finished is Omu, and then Rockforge I just didn't get to drawing.
And that's the cliffside one, right?
The cliffside one is Omu, yeah.
Okay. Just so I can have a visual idea here. Okay.
Yep. And the one with the maze has no writing. Argonaut is like, no. Like I've never seen anything like this before, but there are numerous lost temples in the jungle. The jungle has taken over things. This used to be a peninsula, but water flooded in, so now it's an island. Like, who knows where this thing is? But it probably exists. So what he's going to do is make you an offer. He's going to say, I want to keep the journal. I don't really care what's inside it. I just want to keep it from people who want to know this information, mostly because I'm an asshole. And I don't want it to get out that someone has it now and is, using it to find this man that clones. But I will give you the maps and the diagrams, all the loose leaf stuff. You can just have it. I don't want it. I don't need it. If you do that, I will give you 300 gold for doing the job, and you can have all the loose leaf stuff. I just would like to keep the journal.
Honest, that sounds fair to me.
Yeah, I'm always fond of keeping information close to the chest anyway.
Plus, I mean, what we as long as we're in the area, we need something from the journal, we can just drop by, say hello, thrash around a little, and check in on it, and you.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if there's anything anybody felt like we should just hand make a facsimile of it. Does anybody want
like copy it down, transcribe?
Yeah, just so that we wouldn't have to come back to the book. But,
I mean,
but
yeah,
I'm not sure
you
there's
don't want the sections where he's just whining about how he's bad at making friends.
right.
If you want to jot down the part that's in whatever this language is, all right.
I am so curious about what this language is. I think we should have just a couple pages that we jot down, just for the sake of figuring it out and seeing if we run into someone who can tell us. Because that one is interesting too, sounds like information that could be useful for learning more about the nature of Manchun, or helping us narrow down in the future which desert we go to, shit like that.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe we could write down some of the script and then also write down like a little brief translation to be able to reference if we need to.
Sure. You can do
There
that.
are copiers in this world.
Super Dan Mario.
Yeah, but you have a wizard who can clearly do that kind of thing.
He does that often.
Wizards are designed like they scribe all the time.
I copy spells into my spellbook all the time.
So Shinobi, he is totally fine with you doing that.
Okay.
He will say that if you do make it to Rockforge, I'm going to, if you make it to Rockforge, I will make it worth your while if you bring back any artifacts. I am from Rockhammer. For my entire life, and I am 150 right now, have only ever known one dwarven clan in Chult. I thought that we were the only native dwarves to Chult. But if there is another dwarven city, if it's still running, if it hasn't been abandoned, if it hasn't gotten, flooded with lava and, shaken to the core with volcanic activity, I want to know. It would be amazing to meet other albino dwarves. So if you find anything from Rockforge or anyone, I will reward you handsomely.
I have no issue with that.
So if you're taking the deal, then you all as a group get the gold, and then he gives you all the loose leaf stuff, and Dan can make the
Copies.
copies. And Prince Argonet says, if you ever need a place to crash or anything like that, my door's open. You are friends of the people here. Again, thank you for saving the people that do live here. So you are a friend.
Yeah, anytime, especially against Zambos.
Yes.
We're really good at getting rid of Zambos.
Zambos. So yes, you have multiple friends now in Beggar Prince Argonet Ziggurat. So Rajit is definitely your friend, and Argonet is your friend, and I think Elpheus will just say fun shit.
Elpheus will tolerate us, and then we can annoy him into saying something fun.
All right. So with that, you now have all those things. What do you want to do now?
I turn to Titanium and go, ha.
All right. You want to do it? Let's do it.
Let's fucking do it, man.
So I need both of you to roll strength.
Oh, what a difficult thing for Titanium to roll.
Why is this happening right now?
Oh. Well, Titanium.
Oh, Prince Argonet's like, no, shush. Carry on.
And Shinobi has to make the exact face Dan just made.
So straight strength check, not a saving throw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, Aaron. So Titanium was not expecting Aaron to be so into it on the first roll. So Aaron, you are now here. So roll strength.
Try hard is in my personality.
Titanium is so into it. She's so happy right now.
All right, Aaron.
Like, yeah, show me what you got.
All right.
Oh!
So we're maintaining where we're currently at. All right, roll again.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
Titanium after being like super like oh, I didn't expect Aaron to be so into this. You are now the opposite way. So Titanium is like,
Oh no.
like this to the table.
Yeah, I'm like looking at you with a big old grin on my face, like, come on, what are you gonna do about it?
I'm like,
All right,
oh,
so
my endurance
roll-
is bad.
Roll one more time. It was very close. It was very close. You held out as best you can. Everyone is very impressed. They did not think it was going to go that way.
Yeah, they didn't think it was gonna be a contest.
I've been having to wear heavy armor. I think it's bulking me up.
You're so fucking cute, my god.
All right, so the arm wrestling has been completed.
The
Check.
arm wrestling ends with Titanium not letting go and pulling Aaron in for a tender bro hug.
Oh!
The problem with
Slap, slap,
Titanium's
slap, slap.
tender bro hugs is that since I'm covered in spikes, they
Ow.
hurt. And also, I don't know my own strength, so the pat on the back that follows probably is also painful.
Ha 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 ha! We're such good friends! Yay!
To camaraderie!
All right, so what would you like to do now that you have all that
Aaron
stuff?
and cause her more pain.
I'm good.
Well, Sprinkle, what would you like to do now?
Oh, well, now that I got a pocket full of gold, I'm going to go talk to my boss and just make sure that no rumors circle back up.
Oh, yeah,
That's
so
such
that
a
would
good
be
idea.
it would be 50 gold each. So that's
Mm.
spread out.
Cool.
So Sprinkle is going to go goodbye.
See you guys.
Oh, it should you need us?
Ah,
Well,
Should
I
you
can-
need
I can-
I'm gonna go now.
All right,
Oh.
so Sprinkle scampers away. All right, now what are the five
for
of you
helping.
going to do now?
Can I cajole everybody into a full deep guttural chorus of thanks, Brenda?
Yes, I don't know the words to that, but sure.
Well, it just goes very simply, thanks, Brenda. Because
You're welcome.
Thanks, Brenda. That was my best attempt.
Perfection. All right.
Beautiful.
I'm so happy I
So-
made all of one person do it.
And then I look expectantly at Wisteria and Shinobi.
And they're just like, Marty is just like,
No?
Brenda.
No? Okay.
All right,
Goodbye, all of you.
see you guys now.
And Sprinkle exits like these weirdos. All right, so the five of you, what are you gonna do now? You know what the journal says now. You've got all these maps. What's the plan?
Well, first, I'm gonna go ahead and give Aaron a big old high five for that very niche labyrinth reference.
It was a good labyrinth reference. I am here for it.
Then we're gonna dance magic, dance away somewhere, maybe, probably out of here, perhaps. No, she's gotta copy everything, so we gotta hang out.
Shinobi, are we going to be in hot water if we inform Cadiz of situations?
Depends how close Cadiz is with Davida and how much she concerns about our less than honest job hiring.
Right. Well,
Do we need to go back to the Astral Mist for any reason? If we have a new base of operations here?
I feel like I remember I think it was Akan.
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 The
had been willing to go into the
tiger
forest
from
with us.
Zootopia. who
Yes,
was freaking right.
exactly. Like, I think he had been willing to go into the jungle with us if we ever needed to go into the jungle, and now it might be that we're going into the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to find some guides when we were separated the previous day.
Well, Akan might do it.
Okay.
Does anybody know if the rancher family still expects us to go back to the inn? We only had those rooms for that one night, right?
yeah, no, because I remember,
You paid for a number of days up front.
yeah, we did, but also that was also on my dollar, and I still have 1,950 gold. I don't care.
Well,
Yeah, I think you paid for a couple of nights up front.
Yeah, it's partly to get them on because they weren't keen on us, especially because it looked like they were expecting to put us up for free. So I was like, no, I'm paying full.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't expensive.
yeah, I was like, this is nothing. But I think also part of why I did that was to gain favor with them. So like we're on their good side and we can ask a favor of them later, or at least very least, not piss them off enough that we can sleep there again.
sure.
So I'm okay if we lose that money. It's fictional money, unlike real money. I'm fine with being foolhardy with this.
Okay. I do think I'll at least stop there on the way back to the
Just to
Astral
say
Mist
hello
just to like
And
let them know
pat
what's
a
up.
pony on the nose,
So,
and by pony I mean a murder bird.
From where you are, the Astromist comes before Weir House and Weir Traders.
Okay. Well, just as long as we stop there at some point before we truly leave is mostly all I care about.
So you guys want to
Yes.
head to the Astromists? The Astromists?
Sure.
Okay. So you head to the Astromist. Cadiz is at the front desk as per usual and goes, "Oh, I see you've made it back together. I'm glad that you all are not dead.
Wait, you were expecting otherwise? It's not very
You
cool
all
of you.
got caught in the zombies."
Yeah, that's not a thing. Everybody just, you know what? I'm not gonna worry too much about it.
The zombies got caught on us until we ran away
Aw.
from the remainder of the zombies.
I was gonna say, okay, Rorschach.
Yeah, there were a lot of them, but yeah, no. Listen to Aaron.
All right. Well, what can I do for you all?
Titanium, speak for us.
There's
Yes.
so much to cover. We think
Did
we
we
might be
catch
heading
him
out
up on
into the
everything?
jungle soon.
No, just kidding.
Oh, I see. Well, I can run and get a con. Is that what you need?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why the
I
hesitation?
I
I
see.
don't know. I'm just. Is there anything else that we needed to?
Cadiz is like, okay. And goes off, comes back with a con, and he's like, okay. A con is here. You said you were planning to go out in the jungle soon?
Are we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I guess also, do you guys know much about whether or not there are 9 specific gods that seem extra relevant to this region? Did I say that right?
That was
Yes.
such an odd way to put it.
What we're asking about, what we're
Gods
saying
around
is
here?
we
Oh
don't
my
really
god,
know.
that was so funny.
I-
Forgive my overly formal friend here. We're asking about the local deity scene here. You got any cool and fertile things and idol worship going on
We're
here?
looking for Omu. We want to find the lost city of Omu.
Oh, both Akan and Cadiz are like, got it.
We'll get there eventually, guys.
I thought I was making sense.
So Omu is a place, and it is a city that, from what Akan is a native of Chalts. He's a native, like, Tabaxi race that is native to Chalt. And he's like, it is a rumor and legend told to children. And there is some, from what, we've heard that people have gone and looked for it, but it is an ancient city that is home to a temple of 9 gods. And they're all of a trickster kind of temperament. And it was like, it's a city full of temples is what it was. And there's a lot of magic users. Like, it was that kind of place.
So it's not
There's-
only one god that was a trickster god; it was all the gods were trickster gods. Oh, no.
It was a place where there were, multiple temples, multiple gods.
Titanium
was-
in her head is thinking sounds like a place where chaos reigns, and she's gonna be about it.
Quite possibly. There are, it's said to have, like, treasure and riches from these abandoned temples, that kind of thing. People go looking for it all the time, but they never come back. No one that I have ever heard has found it, at least in my lifetime. But that is what Omu is. It's a place.
Well, we're interested in investigating this legend and seeing if it's true. Always down to find some legends of hidden temples.
Do you
oh my
have
gosh,
any?
Jamie's drawing a Furby Omu and I can't stand it. That's amazing. Sorry. Okay, I'm good now.
I love Aaron's like, oh God, I'm going to go feral, like
Okay.
general demeanor.
Cadiz is
Omus.
gonna be like, do you have any sort of new information? Like, you can't just like, if you're going in search of Omu, you can't just like go traipsing off into the jungle. Like, do you have like a sense of where to start? Do you have a map? Like, what's the deal?
We do not. We were hoping we were going to follow whatever leads you might have.
Yeah.
Are you purposely lying? No, I'm asking that out of game. I'm definitely not asking that in game.
I'm purposely being oblique. Yes.
Okay.
So you're purposely
I like
lying.
that fine distinction. That's very, very Shinobi core.
All right. Well, Khan's gonna be like, I'm not taking you to go find Omu if you don't have any information whatsoever. That is just, I can take you as far as Camp Vengeance, and you can go from there if you want. But if you don't have anything, then I can't guide you anywhere.
Colleen, what does the map of the lost city of Omu look like? Like, is it a map? Like, because like we don't. That's the map that we don't have, correct?
No, that's the map you do. It's the map you do have.
Which one was that? Was it the
one with the cliff, the river, and the cliff?
Oh, I thought that was Rockforge.
No.
Okay.
Rockforge is the one I haven't drawn.
Okay, that's my confusion then, because I thought that was the one. Because I asked about because on my notes, I have notes that the cliff sides was Rockforge. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me change my notes. That's why I was being oblique too, was because.
Oh, okay. Because I Red Aaron.
Okay, so
like,
we can because there was confusion. We can reel back.
Yeah.
And go. Do you have like a lead? Do you have a map?
Let me also change the journal name of the item so they are labeled properly. All right. Where are they? Oh, here we go. So just to confirm, this one.
Yes.
Is, okay.
Oh,
All right. Gotcha. Okay. All right. I would.
Which will have more information on it next week.
Yeah, I would probably just present that then.
Okay. Akan's eyes are gonna like get big, and Cadiz is gonna kind of maybe start putting some things together. Akan's gonna be like, "You have a map. You have a map." And Cadiz is like, "Where did you get the map?"
It's a long story that involves peaches and cream.
Peaches and cream.
I enjoy a long story about peaches and cream. You're gonna have to tell me sometime.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are at a little bit in time of the essence. This is like a sit down in the sauna for like a whole day kind of a thing, and you need both me and Marty to tell it, and you get the picture. Happy to, not now.
I'm gonna say that Cadiz has a hunch where you got these, but because you are Black Network, he's just gonna be like, all right. No need to ask too many questions because you're in the group, and he's not gonna rat you out.
Mutual understanding here.
Yes, mutual understanding. You get the feeling that he knows what you did.
Yeah. We're all criminals here.
Yes.
Except Aaron.
So Akan is going to be like, okay, all right. I can get you to Camp Vengeance, and then we can try to orient ourselves from there. You need to decide how you want to travel. We can go by water, we can go by canoe. We can go on mounts, so we could get, if you want to get axe beaks, we can do that. Or we can go on foot. Those are your options for travel.
no feet.
Can we
Walking. I hate
on the
walking.
map of Chult?
You're so good at axe speak riding, though.
I'm gonna put
I
all
know.
of us on.
I can move us.
Wait.
Oh, yep.
Where is camp? What's it called? Camp what?
Vengeance. Camp Vengeance
sounds wonderful.
is. Where's the other star?
There's one up here. That's the one that's hidden all the time.
Oh, there. Yeah. So Camp Vengeance is this one.
Okay.
Cool.
So each of these squares, I could not figure out how to get the grid to look not horrible when I was actually drawing this map. So we're just going to go with as is. So each of these squares here is 40 by 40 miles.
Cool.
You can travel you can travel 1/4 of this per day.
One quarter of a square.
1/4 of a square per day.
Oof.
So it will take you quite a bit to get to Camp Vengeance.
It's like 12 days to get to Camp Vengeance. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's if you go by foot.
Yes, if you go by foot. If you go by hold on, I need to bring up travel distances because I have written down if you take a canoe, you can travel you can do half a square a day, but you are then stuck to only taking rivers, etc. And the current, that's where the current on the rivers can sometimes stop, so you have to use oars and stuff like that, because sometimes the rivers turn to swamps and then you're just like sluggishly moving along. And then again with the if you take axe beaks, you can also go half a square a day, but then you also have to make sure that you have food and water for your mounts. So there are pros and cons to all of the.
Well, I just can't help but feel like if we encountered murderous creatures on a river, we'd be in a bad way.
Do you have potions of
Like-
water breathing?
I have a water breathing.
Do you need to take a quick second, Margaret?
I might. I'm okay for the moment. I do have something I need to handle off camera, and possibly it might come up in a minute. But I also think that in general, with so many of us who have armor and a lot of stuff in general and heavy items, river not a good idea. A canoe, especially because it's canoes, and we have two characters outfitted in heavy armor at the very least, and a whole heckin' lot of gold and stuff and things that I don't really want to risk in a little canoe.
That makes sense. How much do Axbeaks eat?
And also, what do they eat exactly? And can we provide that?
You're going to have to ask Trevathan because Akan is like, axe speak food?
Yeah.
Axbeaks eat food?
I saw
They
one eat
need-
an apple once.
So they need twice as much water as humans do. And they need twice as much food. When I wrote it out, I just put feed sack.
We'd probably have to have a couple pack animals solely to carry the provisions, not just us.
And we'd also, would there be anything that we could conceivably forage for to feed
That's
the
what I was
beaks?
gonna ask. Is like, yeah, what's their diet? Can we replenish at Camp Vengeance?
Yes, you could probably replenish at Camp Vengeance. Probably. So I will say the canoes can hold, they're definitely more sturdy than like recreational canoe. They can hold 2 to 3 humanoids, 2 humanoids comfortably with stuff, 3 humanoids uncomfortably with stuff. Any more than that, they become not great for going. So if you decided to use canoes, you could have 2 per canoe with stuff, if that makes sense.
What's the likelihood of eating one of these Axbeaks? I'm thinking from our own perspective of like, if we're trying to feed
Like
them,
if things go so awry that's all we have.
Yeah.
Are they edible?
Yes, they're just, well, I mean, they're big birds. So maybe it'd be like eating an ostrich.
People do that.
People eat ostriches.
They eat the emus. I know emu jerky's a thing. My friend had an
Yeah,
emu
ostrich
farm.
meat is also totally a meat that's like farmed
Yeah.
and stuff.
Like Fuddrucker hamburgers.
That's right, yeah. Abby Burger Beef does
Okay,
it too.
so
Also, isn't there like the survival skill where you can like do skill check for survival? And if you do it well enough, you survive for the day.
All right, so Cadiz is gonna go, okay, I'm going to give you a list of things that you need to get before you can go. And for my note takers, I am going to read said list now.
Okay. I scrolled so far back to see if I had anything about provisions for Axbeaks already, but okay, I'm in place now.
All right, ready? 1, you need a mount canoe if you decide to use one of those. 2, insect repellent. 3, insect nets. 4, medicine type kits, anything of that nature. 5, healing potions maybe wouldn't go out of, they might be smart to have a few. Water purifying tablets and a portable rain catcher. So you need all of these things. Cadiz says the best place to go is the Grand Souk. There are a couple of stalls that are Black Network that can give you a bit of a deal if you show that you're one of us. So instead of paying the like hiked up fare because of the tax to the princes, you're just paying for the thing. So the places that you can go are the apothecary. That stall will have it's called Bleak Loft.
Bleak,
like
bleak.
It's bleak loft, yeah. And then the Chult Exploration Incorporated, which we'll just say CEI on the outside, and then Marlowe's Home Improvement. The Chalt Exploration Incorporated PEI is where you can get the canoes, the insect repellent, water purifying
REI.
tablets. Yeah. You could also get rain ponchos if you want.
What was the
and
third
then-
location? Marlowe's what?
Marlowe's Home Improvement. And you can get the portable rain catcher there. You know, Marlowe's Home Improvement.
Oh, okay.
And he will warn you that the seller at Bleak Loft, her name is Sylvia von Rotgen, and she is a little weird. She's not from here, and she gives me the creeps.
Von, say the last name again.
Rotgen.
Rotgen.
We're also
R-O-T.
not from here, and we're a lot of weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say she'll probably fit in.
Okay, so those are the places that you can go to get those things because you're going to need them before you go anywhere. So, which would you like to go to first?
The easier to carry stuff, I guess.
So,
and
unless
we're not.
you're-
Sorry, and we're not convinced that we're taking the canoe route, right? So maybe don't get canoes for now.
So then either Marlowe's Home Improvement or Bleak Loft would be the places where things are easier to carry.
Let's just do Marlowe's first.
Okay. So you all go to the Grand Souk. It's a huge, like the glass dome, and it's just stalls and rows of stalls, and everything's packed in. Some stalls are huge, some stalls are small. And you come to a really big stall, and it's got all sorts of things like pots for plants, like in big house-sized water catchers that you've seen. There was a water catcher on the roof of Prince and Jedde's. It was a big one, like built into the roof. But there are water catchers. There's, bird baths and plants and all that stuff. And as you go in, and like there's tons of people in there, you see someone that you recognize. And just because I'm going to guess here, looking at all the fun plants is your friend Bunny.
Wait, Bunny,
Bunny,
as
Bunny.
in our pink alien buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Bunny, it's on the screen right now, the art screen.
Yeah. And Bunny turns around and notices you all.
Oh my god, you guys!
Aaron's having best reactions.
And then
Like,
we all jump
We
into
jump into a hug.
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys here for plants too?
No!
No.
So far from that, actually.
What are you?
How did you get here? Where's your spaceship?
In pieces.
Oh.
No way!
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like space is weird, and I
Unbelievable.
went through a wormhole, and then the ship kind of went bonkers because electricity isn't really a thing, and then I crash landed.
Well, I'm so glad you're okay.
Well, I'm pretty tough.
What class are you?
I was just gonna say, I was gonna be like to pause for a sec. Jamie, please introduce to the people viewing and your fellow players what Bunny is in
So-
this.
So Bunny, on top of looking like a normal pink alien, in this realm, she's closer to an Aasimar, which is like a celestial glowing being of, and because of the variant, I'm just extremely pink. I'm like, everything about me is just this exuberant pinkness. I'm also just like fiercely tough. Like I literally can survive like a spaceship crashing into the planet. So I'm actually a barbarian here.
I think I showed that to everybody.
Yes.
Oh,
my
yes.
God.
So Bunny, yes, Bunny is a barbarian.
An Aasimar barbarian. Wow, this is gonna. Oh boy.
And Aaron has played with this before, but a wild magic barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting.
A lot of it has to do with
That's gonna be
sparkles.
fun.
Yes. So we have our wild magic barbarian joining the group. right. Back in.
Well,
So
listen.
what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
About to
Like,
go on an adventure.
so
You-
much.
You want to join us?
Yeah.
Yes. It's gonna be scary and dangerous.
That
So
sounds like Tuesday.
All right.
while you all are like chatting and stuff, a little shop person comes over. Can I help you guys find anything?
Yes.
What do you need?
What kind of so I think we said that Jolt was the boat with the canoe stuff. What kind of stuff would the homeless
This
crew
is
need?
where you can get portable rain catchers.
Portable range.
Literally out of character. Y'all don't have a
Yeah.
list.
No, I
You have
did
a
write
list.
this. I did.
Sorry, you can get portable rain catchers and the water
Or
purifying
tablet.
tablets.
Okay. Well, I wanted to get the context of the stores. I don't want to walk into like a home improvement store and ask for healing potions.
Yeah.
So yeah, water purifying tablets and portable rain catchers.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Let me follow me. And so she takes you over. The portable rain catchers are kind of like, you know, those tents that like kind of look like that like are just a tarp and it looks like that.
Yeah.
Like that. And so the rain
Upside down umbrella.
Yeah, so they're small, folded up, they're compact. They cost 5 gold each. You would need, for a group of 7, you would need I wrote it out. You would need 2 rain catchers, 2 portable rain catchers, 2 where is it? Portable rain catchers. You would need 2 portable rain catchers to keep you with enough water.
That including
For
axe
the
beaks.
trip. If you have axe beaks, you're going to need 4.
Okay. Well, should we just buy with that intention, and then if we end up not using some of it, we'll just leave it?
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, it's only 5
That
gold a
doesn't-
pop.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to get 4, and then the water purifying tablets are 1 gold for a pack of 20. 1 tablet is good for 2 gallons of water, and dehydration. You need. It says 2 gallons of water to, or else dehydration in the rules, but that seems very weird to me. So I'm going to say each day you need 1 gallon of water. So
And one tablet does.
1 tablet is for 2 gallons of water. So, math. You're going to need a lot of them, but it comes in packs of 20 and they're 1 gold.
Oh, yeah, we're fine. It's just a matter of the carrying,
And they're very light. They're little tablets, like little medicine type tablets. They're V small. So the amount of weight they would add to your encumbrance, which I don't give 2 shits about, for the most part, especially because you have a bag of holding. Oh wait, you don't.
I have a haversack.
You have the haversack, but the person who has the bag of holding is not in your party right now.
But the haversack can hold a lot of things too.
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
you have a haversack, so it's not gonna really break the bank having a large number of those. So I would buy more than you would think you need. I'm going to say the person's going to be like, you should always buy more than you think you need, just because, it gets hot. You might need some more water than you think you're going to need. You definitely don't want to drink the river water without putting this in there. I mean, you could, but that's like, ew. Anyway, I personally would buy more than you need if you're going like on a trip.
Can we say that Akan told us how many days it is to Camp Vengeance?
It's 6 days by axe beak and 12 days by foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For reference, my haversack can hold 8 cubic feet or 80 pounds in the central pocket, and 20 pounds or 2 cubic feet on either side pocket.
Okay. Well, that's definitely. These won't take
Is a
up
bag
more
of
than-
holding normally?
Oh, Rave has the bag of holding.
Yeah, I don't know how much I can hold. And my bag
I
always
haven't seen her
weighs
in such a long time.
5 pounds.
Should we be worried?
No, I mean, like, how much is it to buy one if we wanted to buy another?
It's not that you haven't seen her in such a long time. It's really only been like
Yeah,
2
like a day and a
days.
half.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see.
Oh, that's right, because she and I can make the
Mm-hmm.
gateway to the astral plane.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, that didn't answer. I'm sorry. Like, how much is it if we wanted to buy an extra bag of
to
holding? Like, if I
purchase
wanted
one.
to go get one,
Oh,
how
yeah.
how much is it?
A lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
It's a special magical item.
It is a special magical item. So a lot of money, and not like it's not like a magic item that like a bunch of shops have. It's like a magic item you run into sometimes.
Uncommon rarity.
Yeah, it's an uncommon magical item.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes. So
Okay. I think we would use 12 tablets every 2 days.
Between the 7 of us?
No, that I did not do the math right. 14. And I think that's including the axe beaks. So let's buy like 100 tablets.
you want 100 gold or 100 tablets? Okay.
To be on the safe
I
side.
like how precise you were trying to be, and then you just jumped.
Okay. That's gonna
Like
be a grand total of 5 gold for 100 tablets. So I will say you might not be able to get more purifying tablets at Camp Vengeance, just as a heads up. So
Why don't we get 200 tablets? We spend 10 gold on them.
Actually, that's a good idea, because I was planning that we would be restocking them there.
okay, so you're gonna get how many rain? 4
10
rain
gold worth?
catchers.
4
the rain
catchers
catcher?
and 200
4
tablets.
rain catchers. Okay. So that will be 20 gold total.
That was 30.
30?
4 rain catchers at 5 gold apiece is
Oh,
20
yep.
gold, and then 10 or then 20 packs
I'm
at 1.
so good at math. Yes, 30 golds total.
Let's all look at titanium expectantly.
And titanium is just like checking out, like looking around. Like, huh? And then you all look at me at once, and I'm just like,
I
yeah,
just go like
yeah,
this.
sure. Sure.
All right.
If you don't mind.
I really don't. I really do have more money than I know what to do with.
So please mark off 30 whole gold.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm technically poor because I fell to Earth.
Yeah.
The planet. This
I'm
place.
out.
I'm gonna say I think
I have like 5
automatically-
something.
You have 5 gold.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
You found 5 gold in the street.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, so you've gotten your rain catchers and your water purifying tablets. Now you need insect repellent and the rest of the stuff. You have the list. I said so that the people could write it down.
Mm-hmm.
Would the nets be here, or would they be at the? They would be at the CEI place.
They would be at CEI, yeah.
Okay.
What would be a bleak loft?
That would be healer's kit, herbalism kit, potion of healing,
Okay,
potion of greater healing, that kind of thing.
gotcha. Let's go there.
All right. So you go and you see this like everywhere else in this, like all the other stalls are all bright and like welcoming and have like a ton of colors. And then you get to this one that is just like blacks and grays, and like it seems like people are like avoiding. Like it just has a weird, like an eerie feeling to it.
I'm just picturing like Hot Topic at the mall, basically.
I'm
more like less
picturing
put together and corporate, more ramshackle than that.
I'm picturing like Wednesday Addams grew up and now
owns a shop. Yes.
Has a like
Yes.
fashion shop.
So when you enter, the temperature also like feels like it drops like 10 degrees, and it's like dim, like it's not dim light, but it's darker in there. Like it's definitely like I covered this so the skylight isn't coming in.
Oh, this is a mood.
And you see a very, very pale woman behind the counter with jet black hair with a like big old white streak, and she goes, hello, welcome to my store. How can I help you?
Just talk to me more.
Aaron.
You're so easy and it's so funny.
Like your voice, it echoes with a purity I haven't been familiar with in an eon.
She's gonna look at Bunny and be like, "You are so pink."
Yeah. Thank you for noticing.
I will say, as you get closer to her, like the temperature continues to drop, and you're like, "This is a little weird."
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Okay. Well, we'd like to buy some healing potions, please. We would. I mean, we would like to buy some healing potions.
I'm just gonna sit back and let this happen.
All right. We have the healer's kit. I've got the herbalism kit. Potion of healing, greater potion of healing. What would you like?
Wisteria, you don't happen to be proficient in an herbalism kit, are you? Or is anybody here? I don't think I am.
So
I mean, we
What
can
I-
buy one and just try to do our best
Actually,
with it.
wait. Can someone who is able to check the various things? Megan might.
Ooh,
Megan would be more likely than me.
yeah.
But
Is she not
Brave
going to be
is not-
operational? Yeah, okay.
She's completely out of- okay.
Brave is not here.
Well, anyway, I'm good with a healer's kit, and I do actually have 2 nearly full ones already on me, but they're a little bit different from an herbalism kit. So maybe we should just have one of those, but just forewarning that I'm not entirely familiar with them or what they can do.
Gotcha. And I will be clear, none of you know where Rafe is.
Yeah.
You absolutely have no idea.
Last we saw her, she was escorting a pregnant woman somewhere.
Yes. She bamfed from your sight with a pregnant woman. So she's going to go, well, the healer's kit is 5 gold. The herbalism kit is 30 gold. Sorry. I know I just said 5 gold, but healer's kit 30 gold, herbalism kit 30 gold, potion of healing 100 gold, potion of greater healing 200 gold.
I
And-
flash her my black network tattoo.
Oh, okay. I see. You are a friend of Teddy's. Great. Healer's
Wait,
kit.
Dan, where is your black network tattoo? Is it on your your forearm?
It's my I've each the Mad Molly on one forearm and the black network on the other.
That I was just thinking about aesthetics when we did it, but that's very, very smart.
Yeah,
She
if
goes,
Sprinkle was
"Okay,
here, she'd
okay,
just be
okay."
like,
Yeah. 5 gold herbalism kit, 5 gold. Potion of healing, 50 gold. Greater potion of healing, 100 gold.
How many uses do we get out of the herbalism and the medicine kits? Is it just like a one-time use for each of them?
No, Aaron.
Healer's kits have 10 uses in them each?
It's the same.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just that herbalism lets you, like, if you're proficient, you can make potions of healing with it. You can also create anti-venom.
Ooh, interesting.
Do-
Ooh,
could be
I
useful.
not that I can use it. I'm stupid and yeah, but
You don't happen to have any literature on like that has directions on how to use an herbalism kit, do you?
I will say that she has a pamphlet, but it's not very good.
Sure.
It might help you a little bit.
like my first herbalism kit 101.
Yeah.
I'm getting the easy bake ovens of herbalism kits.
oh my
Yeah,
god, that's so
essentially.
funny.
Yeah.
Like
So if you want
Mrs.
to,
Fields, like what was the favorite equivalent of Mrs. Fields?
Like the cookies?
Yeah, well, you mentioned easy bake oven. I was like, there's got to be some kind of pun with like Mrs. Fields, bake ovens and
Mrs. Faerun's herbalism kit.
Yeah.
or Mrs. Fields kits.
Oh. Like a
So
field.
she's going to be like, if you are going into the jungle, I would say maybe bring a number of these. Is full of death out there.
Titanium spears prick up.
Not that death isn't everywhere, but sometimes things don't die. Well, whatever. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is if you are going into the jungle, be prepared for death by bringing things.
Good advice.
That's a good sales pitch.
Well, I'll put money towards 2 healers kits.
Okay, so 10 gold.
Titanium is gonna drop some gonna ask for 5 healing potions. Is that
Okie
too
dokie.
many?
Nope. This is what she specializes in. she specializes in being prepared for death with being prepared.
How
She
I
says,
are-
"Not today, death, not today."
Not today. What do we
I
say to the
have-
god of death?
I have 5 healing potions already.
I also stocked up, I think, while we were on Pirate Island. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good about
But-
those.
But I
I will-
too much on being on just having an 8 skill to heal, and I think I'd like to have some backups. So
do we have any potion? I can't remember, and I'm so sorry. Are there any potions of greater healing here?
Yes, they
They're
are
100
100
gold.
gold.
100. Well, I have one of those, so I'll go ahead and just in case, I will buy another one of those,
Okay, that's fine.
just so that we have 2 on hand.
are there any potions that are unrelated to healing here that are of interest?
No, this is literally her thing is just healing.
Cool.
Um,
Is that inclusive of any kind of resist?
She doesn't have any of kinds of those kind of potions. She's just like the majority of her stuff is the various herbalism and healers kits. Like that's the main thing she sells. And she has potions of healing and greater healing, but she's mainly just an apothecary, so she's there to give people medicine kind of thing. But this is what she has on her for adventurers.
I'm gonna also drop 20 gold to buy 4 herbalism kits because I'm a little
Okay.
worried that I'm gonna like trash parts of them while at
Colleen, could you
something.
remind me, how much did a potion of healing cost again?
A regular potion is 50 gold.
50 gold? Okay, yeah, so minus.
And that's just like straight player handbook price
Cool.
is the black network price. Instead of the upcharge that the princes give you.
When you said earlier, I was like, ouch. But I had sort of forgotten that they would be marked up.
That's why I'm here.
I have, for what it's worth, I have 1 scroll of Revivify and 2 abilities to cast Revivify beyond that.
And I still have my chonked up lay on hands among a couple of other goodies we can do. I currently have 1 potion of poison resist and 1 potion of necrotic resist. As a group, considering we just got an awful hefty clue that we might be dealing with the undead or things that could very easily poison us, do we want to go hunting for a little bit more of this kind of stuff, or do we feel fine and dandy about this?
I have 1 listed in my inventory as well of necrotic and poison.
Okay, that makes me feel a little better. And then with my lay on hands, I can also spend I can basically have 9 charges of curing any one status condition as long as I can touch you. I would feel okay leaving with this amount of preparedness if you guys are.
All right, so the things that you have left to get are, looking at you, Dan.
Insect repellent, insect nets.
Mhm.
So I guess we should
And-
have her.
Canoes or axe beaks if you decide to take those.
Yeah.
So CEI is where you can get canoes if you want, and they have the insect repellent and the water purifying tablets and nets and raincoats and ponchos. Those are the things they have available. So you leave Bleak Loft, and she's like, "Okay, thank you. Come again. Goodbye. Remember, be prepared for death."
Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you go to one of the biggest, you see like one of the biggest, more central stalls in the Grand Souk. Way change of pace from the last one, where this one is like bright. It's an open top, so the light from the skylight is coming down, and it's all sorts of exploration type stuff. You've got walking sticks and all kinds of things like that, and things for just like, in this various area, you've got like surfboards and stuff like that, since this is a port and people can go to the beach, that kind of thing. And you see there are a ton of canoes, and all kinds of things, and a little shop girl will come up to you and be like, hello, anything that I can help you with? Need to find anything? And I'm just gonna say, by the voice I just did, that you think this might be the twin of the girl that worked at Marlowe's.
Whoa.
Or maybe
double
it's
check.
the same person. No, I'm kidding.
This is like Nurse Jenny in Pokemon, or she's like all that.
Oh
This
no,
is-
I'm the Nurse Jenny of Floroma Town. That's my cousin.
This is like a half meta, half asking her if depending on the answer. Do the canoes require any sort of skill or expertise to pilot, or are they pretty straightforward?
No, but as in a slight meta, but I've already said it. Titanium would have more skill base for helping navigate.
That would make sense, because I don't have too much.
So just to lay it out for you so that you know everybody's skills, because Marty's not here.
Mhm.
Marty has very good animal handling.
Right.
And Erin shaking her head. We know just from previous games, very good animal handling. So yeah. So we've got
Good.
a number of animal handling. Marty really wanted animal handling because of cats, so he put a lot of stats into the good at animal handling. It's worked out well. But then you also have Margaret, who is good with water travel and boats and shit. And then Akan will take you however way you want. Once you make your decision is when we will end for the night.
Sure. Do we want to just vote? I think I vote X speak.
X speak.
X-Beat.
I like X-Speak.
All right, so you all just went to get the insect repellent and nets here, right? All right,
Yeah.
so to make next session more fun, we're gonna say that you somehow managed to flash them your symbol. The price for insect repellent is 1 gold per 1 container for 20 applications. You need to do 1 application per day, and it lasts for 24 hours, so only 1 per day. But to keep insects off of you. So it's 1 gold per 1 container. That is 20 applications worth. Insect nets are 3 golds. You only need 1. It's reusable. You need 1 each. Let me be more clear about that. Akan has his own. You don't need to worry about it. And then if you want a raincoat or poncho, that is 1 gold.
What are the benefits to a raincoat or poncho?
You will be less wet.
I want one so bad.
I will get one.
And so it's a rainforest, like it's jungle. It's misty and rainy a lot. If you want to be less wet, you might want a raincoat and poncho.
I'll take
I'm gonna
your
buy
raincoat.
3.
All right, they aren't disposable, just reusable, but you can buy 3. So
Do they come in black?
yes,
Cool. I'll buy one. of each.
okay. And you can decide whether you want it to be poncho or raincoat, whatever. I don't care.
I want a
Just-
poncho.
I
Okay.
also want a poncho. I think that'll be easier to move in, honestly.
I just think it'll
Okay.
swish better.
Valid.
You
True.
know,
How much
if
are
you
they?
Important.
they're 1 gold,
brave.
one gold.
Oh, however, how shall we afford this?
Bugnet too?
Huh? Oh,
Bugnet is
the
also
the net is 2. And you only need 1 net.
Okay.
1 net
For
per
the party. Oh, for per person?
One net.
Yeah.
It's like so when you're sleeping, you can put the net over you to
Oh,
Not get eaten
Bugaboos.
alive.
I thought it was like a butterfly net.
keep. No, this is not Animal Crossing.
This is to
Oh,
prevent
man.
malaria or other whatever disease
Yeah.
might be.
Yeah. Okay. So you all have the insect repellent. Dan can do the math, and you all can do that later if you want, or Aaron can do the math, whatever. Because you're going to need the right amount of insect repellent. And your raincoat or poncho, whatever. So next week, since you have everything ready to go, we can begin your foray into the jungle.
Oh my gosh.
Jungle. Exciting.
Mhm. All right. Well, that's it. Bye, everybody.
Good
Thanks, all.
night.
Bye.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Later.